Right, that says live now. I'll just get a few more people in chat room and then we will start on today's video. Starting a little bit earlier today. We're supposed to start at 7:30, but I've got some time to burn, so I thought I'd start half an hour earlier. Let me know where you're from in chat. Let's start smashing that like button and we'll get a few people into this room and then we'll get started and talk about what's been going on today. Good evening. Let's get a few more people in and we'll start talking about what's gone on Bitcoin and then we'll go through some altcoins and then I've got a list of a few projects that I'm going to check out as well. If you do have any questions, then drop them in the comments. West Yorkshire, me too as well, mate. Right, let's get started. We've got a few in now, and as you can see today with Bitcoin, we did peak right up to, I mean, this is a daily candle. We did peak up to 48,000, pretty much, well, $48,000 on my nose there, and we are starting to retrace. To be honest, I think we're going to come down further. I think if you take the entire move on the Fibonacci, I think the 236 level is going to come in at some point, and potentially the 382 level. I think over the course of the last few weeks, we have been very, very bullish, but it is time for altcoins to start making a push. I think these pumps here mainly are due to mass amounts of money coming into the space on Bitcoin. We've got all these massive companies. We've got MicroStrategy's, Grayscale. All these big companies are looking to invest in Bitcoin, and it's not giving us any relief for altcoins to push, but things are looking good at the minute. So Bitcoin has pushed up. I'm hoping it consolidates back down to these levels around 41, 40k. So once that happens, then I think that alts can start doing the thing. This is Ethereum here. Let's just drop into a 4-hour time frame. If you do have any projects you'd like me to check out, drop them in comments and I'll write them down. I'll try and get to them throughout this video. And also, if you've got any general questions about anything crypto related, then drop it in comments as well. Hello, can you do Reef? Yes, I've actually recently bought some Reef. If you follow my channel, I did some an analysis video on Reef probably about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago now. I think it was around 2 cents. I didn't buy any of them. I've recently just bought some, so I will check out Reef very soon. So this is Ethereum. This is a 4-hour time frame. We have been on a massive uptrend, really. I mean, since pretty much the 10th of January, 11th of January, we've been on an uptrend. At this point here, I thought we was going to come down and test this trend line, but we popped back up and then we created some new all-time highs. So the new all-time high is this red line, and that was 1,836. We need to have a look at some potential longs coming in, because I do think that we are going to target $2,000 very, very soon. So what we need to do is just have a look at this move here and have a look at some potential areas that we could invest and some potential setups on a long position. So you would take this as the start of the move up to that top. So we have done a 38% retracement now. I'm looking for potential long opportunities around this level here. I think if we do get some longs placed at the 618 level at $1,623, I think that could be a nice base to then push up and target $2,000. If we just get rid of that box, and we'll put a long position on. So from this area here, I think you have a stop loss down on the 786 level. I think we've got a good opportunity to push up a 23% move there from, I mean, you would say 1,632 all the way up to this $2,000. I think that could be a nice area to target on a long position. So hello, welcome to everybody who's just coming into the chat room now. Like I say, if you've got any questions regarding to anything crypto, then drop them in the comments. Also, make sure you are smashing that like button. We'll get some more people in this chat room. Where can I get Reef? You can get Reef on Binance, mate. I think Binance is probably the best place to get it. It's an ERC20 and you can have it in a BSC. It's a BP22. Let's have a look at Reef now, actually. We'll have a look at Reef and then we'll have a look at some of the major caps after that. Where are we? Reef USD. This is a Binance chart on the 4-hour time frame. Where did I buy my Reef? I think I bought my Reef around here. So we are starting to retrace and come back down to those levels that I bought them at. But if you're looking to invest in Reef, we have started to roll over now, so we could get some orders filled a little bit further down. If we look at this as an entire move from top to bottom, we've already done a 38% retracement, so it's looking likely that we might come down to test this level at 0.0279. I think that could be a good area to potentially place some buy orders there. I might actually top up. As you can see, this wick is going for a minute. We're currently at 0.035, but if we do come back down, then this could be a good area to place some buys. But we hit that 382 level and bounce straight back up. I mean, look out for a candle. It's a decent candle. That if we trade that from price, that's a 17% candle there straight away. So that's just on the 4 hour time frame. So things are looking good there. But I would potentially put some buy orders here. I'm not too sure what the all-time highs was. I think we are creating it. I mean, ignore that wick. If you ever look at charts and on a Binance chart, the first wick is always an absolute scam wick. Look at state of that wick. That is an untraded area. So, like I say, if you ever see a wick like that on the beginning of a Binance chart, just ignore it. Where can you see VET and Zil peak at this year? I've not done any price predictions on them before. Let's take a look at Zilliqa actually. Zilliqa's done a great move, but it's also done a big retracement. I mean, we popped right up to 11 cent, and then we dropped down to this weekly support at 9.1 cent. This would have been a cracking area to pick some up. Long term, with regards to price prediction this year, I do believe that we can start to hit those all-time highs, which was 23 cent. I mean, pushing above 10 cent now makes it look even close. All-time highs is up there. If we take it from current prices, so on this first level here, we've got 131% price raise to go before we get to those all-time highs, and I do think it will happen. We just need to monitor price and be wary what can happen. So that's the USDT pair. If we look at BTC pairing, we'll have a look at this on weekly time frame, and you'll see. In fact, I'll look at weekly. You can see how far we've got to travel on this. I mean, look at that. That is Zilliqa. How far we've got to travel on the BTC pair. 896% we've got to go, and that's an absolute mile. So we've got a lot of room to make up on the USDT pair, and we've got a lot of room to make up on the BTC pair. So things are looking good for Zilliqa. To be honest, I would be buying now if I wasn't in. I was quite lucky. I managed to buy it less than 1 cent down here. Less than 2 cents, sorry. I think I picked most of my Zilliqa up around here. But what we're looking for now is a massive rise up to his all-time highs. With regards to VeChain, I did a video on VeChain yesterday. It's one of my favourite projects, to be honest, just due to all the partnerships that we have. We are creating new highs. There's a few people in yesterday's comments saying that the all-time high is around $9, but that's on the old Ven, and I try not to look at Ven because the tokenomics were different, so I'm going with the current tokenomics and what CoinMarketCap and the chart say. So we are creating new all-time highs. That is up at pretty much 3.8 cent. I do think it will start to push up towards 5 cents soon. I think 5 cent is not a million miles away, and I do think that we can start to target those areas very, very soon. But if we just drop right into the 4 hour time frame and have a look at some potential areas that you could invest, I think we've hit one already here, but we'll just put the fib on. We'll go from the bottom of the move there up to that top. This will be the level to buy, and that level. I mean, we're very, very close to doing a 61% retracement. I mean, you could say it's within that area, so we did carry that retracement out. I think things now are going to start pushing up, in my opinion, and we will start to target those all-time highs within the next couple of weeks. Like I say, guys, if you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll get to them. Make sure you are smashing that like button. We'll get a few more people in. XRP analysis. I've not looked at XRP for a long, long time. We've got a lot of shit going on with XRP. We've got the SEC. I mean, look at this chart. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how can you analyse that? It's like a roller coaster. But we'll have a look. I mean, look at that wick. Where do we wick up? 75 cent. We drop right back down. I do think that, I mean, things are, I mean, you could say we're on an uptrend on the daily time frame now. Things are looking good across the market. So let's have a look at some potential buys on on XRP here. Did we hit 50 cent? Yeah, we hit 54 cent and we have retraced. We even dropped right down to 45. So let's have a look at some potential buys here from this move up to the top. Bang on 61% retracement. This is my favourite area to invest. If you've not watched my videos before, then that is the best place I recommend to buy. If you're ever watching a project that go up in price, put the Fibonacci on from the bottom of the move to the top of the move and wait for a retracement, because look at that. You could have placed some orders there at 44 cent and they would have been scooped right up. And that goes for the same on any projects and any move. Use a fib to your advantage and fill some orders in there. We have pushed up now, so chances of coming back down here quite slim. But if you're looking to buy, I would potentially put some orders here. The first major area we've got to get above though is this area here. I think 75 cent is the first major target, so we'll put that on there as a target. It will give us an alert when I come to do some more analysis. So that's the first target there. So that's XRP. I do think that at some stage, it's not everybody's cup of tea, XRP, but at some point I do think that it will break its all-time highs eventually. But I'm not a big fan of XRP. I like the network. The speed of it is phenomenal, but I'm just not keen about baggage that comes with it. Cardano. Let's have a look at Cardano, Joe. I think I've got ADA on here. There we go, right next to Doge. So look at this formula. This has been absolutely flying recently. Just get rid of these old TA. If you're just realising what the hell these coloured lines is, so daily green is support, monthly support and weekly support. So look at this formula. It's been absolutely astronomical. Let's just drop into a daily time frame. It's pretty much vertical. It's even hard to analyse that, to be honest. Let's have a look on my weekly, see where we're at. All-time highs is up at $1.40, so we're not even far off that, to be honest. Where are we from the highs? I mean, very, very close, to be honest. 52% is nothing in crypto, so that will be hit at some point in the course of the next few months. But let's just drop down into 4 hour and have a look at some areas if you're looking to invest. Because, I mean, everyone's noticed this pump. I would place some orders here at 77 cent. And I think that we could also place some orders here at 69 cent. I think those two areas could be solid areas for investments. How are you getting a trim in lockdown? I've not had a trim for ages. About 2 weeks. What do you think to SNX? I've never looked at SNX. Can you show us where the 618 is on AVAX, Andy? Let's have a look. Is that Avalanche AVAX? Let's have a look. It's on my list somewhere. AVAX, here we go. So this is a 4 hour time frame. We will use this area here as a start of a move. As you can see, we popped up, we retraced a little bit, and then we popped right back up. So let's put the 618 on here. So this is a start of a move up to the top. So 618 is at $39.23. That could be an area that if we do roll over, that could be an area that we could target. Also remember that if we do get a bit of a dump across the markets, the 786 level does hit quite often as well. So if you're expecting a bigger pullback, then target those two areas, the 618 and the 786. But if the market is on the up and looking fairly bullish, then I always recommend buys at 382 level. So you got buys there at $46, $39 and $34. VGX. So I've got it on my chart as BQX. This has done an absolute mammoth move recently. We was in a little bit of a downtrend here, and I was looking for a breakout. We broke out, but it was pretty much nothing really, so that is invalid now. I've done the move here, so if you look at this entire move on the 4 hour time frame, top to bottom, we are glued to this 382 level here. If for some reason we do get a sell-off, you could potentially fill some buys at this level at $1.87, but it is hanging around this level a lot. I mean, we've been trading in around this area for pretty much 8-9 days now, so the thing is, it could start pushing up at some point, but always need to remember that we will drop into this area. Matic, let's have a look at Matic. That's been on a big run recently. I think I've already got that set up somewhere. Let's have a look. Matic, 24% up today. Last time I did some TA was down here, and my all-time highs was at 0.045. So let's move that all-time high list right up here to there. So that's the all-time high. Get rid of that red line. Get rid of all this crap down here. So this has been on a absolute savage run. If we just have a look at that on the daily time frame. So today we've been on a good move. Let's have a look back to. Let's have a look at the beginning of February. Since then. So then up to there. That is an absolutely ridiculous move. 300% since the beginning of February. So we have pushed up a long way. But you also need to remember that things when we go up must come down at some stage. Won't be a full retracement, but what you need to look at is potential areas that you could invest and target some levels. You can see we are starting to roll over here. So let's have a look at some areas we could invest. So we'll take this level up to the top. I mean, we dropped right through the 382 level. I would still place some orders here at 0.098, so it's very close to 10 cent. So 9.8 cent could be a good area to play there. Can it keep going? There's nothing to say that that can't keep going. What's the all-time highs on Matic? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look here. What's the all-time highs? Oh, this month. So we are very close to those all-time highs at 14 cents. So that's the all-time highs. The chances is, I mean, we can keep pushing. I like to use the extension on a Fibonacci, so I reckon we could push up to this negative 0.27 level at 16 cent. I think that is a first area to push, and then you've got to look at the 20 cent. That'll be a big psychological area to break through. Once it does break through that, then I mean, it's a price discovery, so it can go pretty much anywhere, to be honest. Thoughts on the potential of VeChain? I mean, I've done some price analysis at the beginning. I did a price analysis video last night too. I think the potential is massive. Only one thing that's holding it back slightly is the big supply, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm holding a bag of VeChain. It's one of my favourite projects. I think the partnerships that they have are phenomenal. I mean, what have we got? We've got Walmart China. We've got BMW, Renault. So they're building vehicle passports on a blockchain. We're building a lot of shit. There's some massive partnerships, and I'm just going to keep holding. No matter what these all-time highs are at current times, I'm going to keep holding because I do think it's going to push up to plus 20 cent at some point over the course of this year. So I've not done any price predictions on it because I'm just a little bit wary of that supply. I don't want to give any predictions that sound absolutely ridiculous. I try not to give predictions because people just can go a little bit overboard on them and like say fucking Ethereum to $10,000 when chances are, I mean, it could happen, but I mean, you got to be realistic, haven't you? Any thoughts about SafePal? No, I've not. If you have any general questions about anything cryptocurrency, and drop them in the comments as well. I've been in crypto for about 5 years now, so I know a fair bit. Like, any recommendation to buy? I think Reef is a good buy, to be honest. I was just talking about Reef towards the beginning of the video. I think it's at good levels. We have started to retrace a bit. What's this tower? Let's have a look up. Oh, it's Reef BTC, USDT. We did start to retrace a little bit, but we've banged right back up. I mean, we are creating new highs here, so we're at 0.036. This could have been a good area to buy. We double bottomed on the 4-hour time frame, and we've popped right up. So I like Reef, I like what we're doing. It's going to be part of a Polkadot system, which again is massively bullish. So we just need to, I think still anything under 5 cent for this project is an absolute steal. That's my first target, 5 cent there. So I do think we will hit them at some point over the course of the next few weeks. I think we can push it there. So buy now and then hold. Ren, let's have a look at Ren. I don't think I've done Ren before. Let's have a look at this chart. No, I've not done a T on Ren for a while. Let's have a zoom out and see what's been going on here. Are we creating new highs on Ren? Potentially. On the Binance chart, most definitely. Let's just drop into a 4-hour time frame. A few coins look very, very similar to this. We have popped up. We've started to retrace. But that's the way it is. So I think that we can start to have a look at some potential buy zones. I think we've probably done a 61% retracement. We've done more than that, to be honest. We dropped right through it. If you take this to here, and you could even go into, if you do it to the top of a candle there, so you can do it from wick to body. I mean, we have done a 61% retracement there, so I mean, you would expect us now that we have done this retracement to start pushing back up. But if you are looking to potentially buy, then I would still place some orders down here at 78 cents. But if we just have a bit of a zoom out, I think the first target is breaking that magical dollar. Once you get close to a dollar, that is a magical area to break. Just be wary that people will be putting sell orders in at 99 cents to front run you. Like if you look at this candle here, look at that. A load will have been selling at 99 cents there and pulled the price down. So that's Ren. Potential buy zones here. And the first target is breaking above 10 cents. Just be wary of the front runners trying to sell you. If you've just come into the room, please make sure you are hitting that like button. Thoughts on Electronium? I don't like Electronium, to be honest. I've got some horror stories about what happened in the ICO a fair few years ago. Is it still worth looking at ORN at these levels? Let's have a look at ORN. I think I've done some price analysis on ORN before. I might have to type it in. Orion Protocol. I remember doing a video on this ages ago, and I think it was like down at less than $1. I think it must have been on this weekly support level. Oh, maybe even lower. It must have been, yeah, it was ages ago when I did the video. As you can see, we've got quite a few levels in place. Let's have a zoom out. So the all-time high is up at $7.74. Not a million miles off that, to be honest. We are currently, what's this, 4-hour time frame? Currently trading at $5.82. I mentioned it a few times, all altcoins look like this at a minute. We popped up, Bitcoin shit the pants, and it's brought everything down with it, which is the same old scenario. But if you're looking for a potential buy zone, we have the 618 level, which is $5.10. I mean, we dropped down, we didn't quite make it, so potentially we might not come down there, but we just need to monitor BTC and monitor the close today. If we do get a bit of a shitty close, then I think it will start dropping down, and I mean, it might bring some alts down with it again, but if you're looking to invest, I think that could be a nice level there at $5.10. But we might not make it. The first target, though, the major all-time highs at $7.74. This project will start pushing up to $10 at some point. It's got a fair few people behind it. It's got a big community. And $10 will be a very realistic target, to be honest. Can you take a look at RSR? I was just about to look at RSR because I've just noticed that it's up 20%. This has done a retracement, but it's banged straight up, and we are on a push now. Let's have a look at that for a second. Yeah, we nearly did a 61% retracement. Things are looking good on RSR. One of the biggest things is their partnerships that they have in South America. I think some of them partnerships with banks are absolutely massive in targeting those countries in South America that have had major inflation issues like Venezuela and Argentina. But enough about that. Let's have a look at some price analysis. We have banged straight back up, even if you look at this on the hour. That is an absolute monster move. So we are pushing back up. Let's get rid of that fib and have a look at some buy zones on the hourly time frame, because that candle on the 4 hour is, I can't even analyze it. If you're looking to buy, you could look at a 382 level here at 0.052 cent. I think that area does have a potential to get filled, but if you're looking to place some, move over there. If you're looking for some lower orders, and we have 618 level of 0.049 cent, but we're up 20% today. That's massive. And looking at BTC pair, That's exactly the same. That's taking a move now. So if you're looking to buy some in BTC, when you've got to look at around 118 satoshis and 111, I think they could be both good areas to potentially target. What do you think of Polkadot gems like SPDR, XFT and Bondly? You know what? That's one of the things I've not started doing really. I've not looked into many of the products that are going to be power chains. I need to start looking into them. I've bought Reef recently. I do own Polkadot, but I've just not looked at any of the smaller products yet, to be honest. How high do you think the overall market cap will go in 2021? So if we look on CoinMarketCap, let's have a look. How much is it currently worth? So total market cap is currently $1.3 trillion. I do think there's a good chance that we can get up to 2 trillion in the course of this year. Depends how hard of an alt season we have. If Ethereum starts pushing up to 4-5k and some of the altcoins start creating all-time highs, ones that we've not seen, like I think Zilliqa is still at about 100% of all-time high. So when we do start getting some fresh all-time highs on the higher caps, I don't think we can hit $2 trillion, to be honest. My portfolio is up 90% in USDT, but only 5% in BTC. How do BTC pairs rise if Bitcoin going to keep going up? We just need to wait for BTC to go down or go sideways. It is good seeing it go up in USDT as well, but if you change it to BTC, you want the value of BTC to go up, because stacking sats does absolutely matter, to be honest. I think at the end of this altcoin season, we want to be selling a good chunk of our alts into BTC and getting a few BTC out of it. Do you know anywhere for tutorials on how to use fibs, lines and charts, price? If you're looking to learn, then search for Learning Crypto Limited, or go into the description of this video and have a look at Learning Crypto Limited. That is, they do offer courses on how to teach you to trade, really. £1,000 to double this week. What are your thoughts? Put it all on red. No, to be honest, I think any of your top caps are going to start doing well soon, to be honest. If we let's go back to the charts. Investing in projects like RSR, like Zill, like VeChain, like Polkadot, I'm not going to say you're going to double your money in course of a few weeks, but you're definitely going to earn some money on these products. They're all starting to grow now. Polkadot's starting to grow. Zill's starting to push up. It's pushing up back up towards 10 cent now. VeChain's a solid project. Polkadot is just absolutely ridiculous. I can see that hitting. I reckon we're going to smash $50 at some point this year. Yeah, so I mean, have a look at some high caps. If you're willing to be high risk, then have a look at some of the low projects like Reef or something like that. Thoughts on Solana? I've never looked at Solana, to be honest. Let's have a look on CoinMarketCap. Solana, Sol. I have heard about it, but never looked into it. So what is this? Let's have a look at all-time highs. All-time highs, $8.47. So very, very recently. Let's have a look at a website. Build crypto apps that scale. Solana is a fast, secure, and censorship-resistant blockchain, providing the open infrastructure required for global adoption. Looks quite an interesting website, to be honest. Some decent partnerships down here. Civic, I've done a few videos on Civic recently. I don't mind that project. Chainlink again, probably using the oracles for data there. Building next generation marketplace. I do like this website. I've not actually looked at this project before, so what I will do after this video, I'll have a look into it and might potentially do a video and see what's going on. If you've got any information about our projects, then and find out, drop them in the comments, mate. Chainlink being chilling but should take off with Zill. Let's have a look at Chainlink. I'm not doing any analysis on Chainlink for a while. Where's Chainlink? There we go. $26. Last time I looked at it, all-time highs was at 25, so let's move that right up. First target is up there at $30. Let's move that onto the point. $30 will be a massive achievement for that. Let's drop into the 4-hour time frame. Let's have a look at some potential buys on this. We have rejected off at all-time highs, which was at 28.65. So what a crazy move that's been. Let's have a look at this over the overall move. If you take it top to bottom, we have done a 61% retracement, so you could say that dump is now over, and we might start pushing on and creating new highs. I think we can start to push up towards $30 very, very soon. If you look, we have a negative Fibonacci extension at $30.23, so that is looking like it's going to be filled very, very soon, that area. I think over the course of the next week or so, we will start to push up. There might be a lot of sell orders at about $29.99, so if you're looking to take some profit around these levels to accumulate, then have maybe front run the orders and get them about $29.80, because we know people do try to front run you and scam you away. But I think the buy zone has gone there. That would have been the buy zone, but you never know. If the market does allow it, might push back down to $25, so that could be a good area for you to fill. What do you think about BNB coin? It's just, I mean, what has that been doing recently? It's been absolutely flying. I remember doing a video about a year ago, and it was about the potential for exchange coins to do very, very well is very, very high, because amount of volume that gets pushed through exchanges, especially Binance. Where's BNB? That's fair. The amount of volume that goes through, and then if people use BNB to get cheaper fees on the projects, then inevitably people are going to keep buying it. I think as well, if you're an affiliate with Binance, then if you have like 500 BNB, you get something like 60-70% referral bonus. So a lot of people will do them, especially affiliates. So we have been on a monumental rise. Can't believe we pushed up to $148. That's absolutely insane, because I remember looking at this last year when it was trading around $23, $24. I mean, let's have a look at on the daily time frame. Look at that, like a couple of years ago, we were down at $5, and look at that insane move. That's absolutely ridiculous. But let's drop right into the 4-hour time frame. If you are looking to invest, we have started a retracement now. Let's go into a 1 hour. We have started to do a retracement. So if you're looking to buy some, we've got a double tweezer top there. We've done a 61% retracement. I think this could be a nice area for you to fill some orders if the market did allow. But I can't believe I'm doing this video and talking about potential buy orders at $119. That's absolutely insane. See a few more people get in the chat now. If you are new to this stream, or if you are not subscribed, subscribe and hit that like button. The Reef rocket has taken off, has it? Let's have a quick look. Reef, where is it? Wow, it has. Yeah, look at that. Go Reef. We've been talking about Reef quite a bit in my Telegram group. Things are looking good. I mean, look at that for a candle already. It's pushing up to 4 cents. Things are looking good there. How much I drink? A lot of people are just starting to get into Reef now, knowing the fact that it is on the Polkadot power. It's going to be on the Polkadot's ecosystem. It does solve a lot of liquidity issues. Only one thing that's not liquid about it at the minute is trying to get on Uniswap, because you absolutely get mugged off with some fees. ADA to the moon. Is it flying again, is it? Yeah, it's not flying as much as this. This is a solid project, so I do recommend that. Shouldn't say recommend, but I do suggest if you're looking at buying some low caps, this project's Reef is a solid product to look at. Let's take a look at Reef. Look at Reef Finance. Here we go. So this website is class. It is obviously now in powered by Polkadot and on Binance. We've got a lot of big investors in this project already. As you can see, it is another DeFi project. If you have not bought any DeFi projects before, then I do recommend that you take a look at this project. It is solid, and I think that potentially it has chances to do something like Aave did. Where are you from? I'm from a little place called Pontefract, mate. XLM. So that's my thoughts on Reef. It does say, I mentioned about liquidity problems. CXs have isolated silos and prone to hacks, which they do, and DEXs are unstable for liquidity. So this Polkadot Reef will eventually solve that issues. So let's have a look at XLM. A few people have been asking for it in the chat. Let's have a look. XLM USDT. I use it at BTC chat for this. First target, absolute smash. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of this previous TA. Let's have a gander here. So let's drop into a 4-hour time frame. If you watch XLM, it does tend to go in the same ways in which same movements as XRP. It's kind of very, very symmetrical. I mean, where we've been recently, we've been up to 44 cent. Let's just have a bit of zoom out on the daily. Yeah, it's highest we've been for a long, long time. So I've not got any support and resistance levels up here, but let's drop into the 4-hour time frame. If you're looking for some investment prices, let's have a gander. So you could expect this to be the start of a move, and that is the top of a move around here. We have done a 61% retracement, but if you're looking to invest in this project, I would still recommend some buys around 37 cent. I think that could be a good area to potentially buy. Not far from me. I'm going to say waking, say no more. Somewhere shithole, I presume, mate. It is a small world. Very, very small world. Could you briefly explain how the value of Satoshi pairs goes up and down for different coins? The exact same way in which the USDT pairs go up and down. People are buying it and people are selling it. What you do need to remember is, though, sometimes if BTC is going up, that means the price of BTC is going up and the BTC pairing on an altcoin will go down. That's always the way. Whenever BTC is pumping, the altcoins get wrecked on the Satoshi pairs, but not on, all the time on the USDT pairs. But if you're looking to stack sats and you've not watched my videos before, I'll show you this on a weekly time frame. So I've drawn this up a while ago now. Let's just make it a bit bigger. So this was the Altseason here from 2017. As you can see, dominance went right up to 71%, and then over the course of 3 weeks it dropped right down to 35%, and that's when the value of your alts will be massive in Satoshis. So then what you do is you sell your altcoins into Bitcoin once the dominance of Bitcoin is low, and then you ride that wave all the way back up. When you think that BTC has peaked, the altcoin pairs will be absolutely battered. So then you sell all your BTC into altcoins, ride the next wave down. Exactly the same scenario here. So I sold a lot of my altcoins around this area now. Back when it was 73% on the dominance chart. BTC is starting to lose a bit of ground. Even though we're making new highs, a lot of money is going into altcoins. So if you look at the total too, this is the amount of money going into altcoins. So it is currently up at 555 billion. It's peaked up to, we have had a retracement because of BTC pushing up. But as long as this keeps pushing up and BTC dominance keeps pushing down, then altcoins are going to do really, really well. This area, so these two green lines are massive area of support for BTC dominance. If we do come down to 57% and we lose that level, it's going to be lights out for BTC and the altcoins are going to absolutely fly. So let's just monitor his price now. We think that some altcoins are really, really good value at the minute. Wait to see if this dominance drops down to these areas, because if we do drop down to these areas, things are going to be absolutely incredible for altcoins. So that is just a brief explanation to dominance and what you do with Satoshis. Do you think ADA could go up to $50 to $80 in the next 10 years? Sorry, mate, I'm not psychic. I don't think it can go to that levels, no. But then again, you can't you can't even analyze something in 10 years time. It's a solid project, but I mean, you got to take one step at a time. You wouldn't be able to hold it for 10 years if it were pushing up. I think even if it pushed up to $5, you'd be absolutely running to the moon and selling everything you've got. Thoughts on Plu? So Plu, I hold some Plu. We've not got much data. This is a weekly time frame. Let's go down to 4 hour. We had a massive pump. We shot up to $16. It did do that. I remember watching it. And then we have dropped back down. We are consolidating now in this 618 level. If you just look at a fib for the entire move, let's get that a bit more accurate. We have popped up. We have retraced. We're hanging around with 61% retracement level. Potentially, if you want to fill some orders, you could get some here at the 0.076 at $5.88. But things are looking good, to be honest, so I think we can start to push on. This project, I am holding some Pluton. I'm also using my card. It's in the back of my phone. I'm not sure, I think it's 3% cashback you get on all purchases. I've got about 89 Plu from it now, so I mean, not an entire amount, a lot of money, but all added up together. Especially if you're accumulating at these prices, I think it's going to be good for the future. Two-week wait on a card from Plu. Really? That's a long time. Actually made in skips in the cards. I could have gone and picked it up, to be honest. If there's any projects you'd like me to cover, then drop them in the comments. And also, if you've got any general crypto questions, drop them in comments as well, and I'll try and answer them. Look at RSR absolutely flying. Look at that candle. I hope you're all holding some RSR because this project's going to be big. Do you think RSR will see $1? I honestly do, to be honest. I think RSR will be massive. If you're looking at RSR on CoinMarketCap and thinking, so look. Some people, this supply might shock me. It does say 100 billion, but that will be changing at some point this year. I need to do some research into that. There's only 9% of the supply in circulation, which is 9.3 billion. Eventually, that will be getting we'll be getting rid of quite a lot of that. Yeah, we'll definitely be getting rid of a bit of that. So I think might be going down to around 45, something like that, 45 billion. But market cap today is $500 million. That's pushing up. We are 17% up there. Price is 21% up. So let's have a look at that. We've already looked at some potential buy zones there. 0.052. That could be a good area for you to potentially place some orders. Yeah, so that's so I've already covered that. Let's take a quick look at District 0x DNT. I've done a few videos on DNT. We're consolidating in and around this level currently on the 4 hour time frame. I would potentially place some buys down here at 17 cent. I think that could be a nice area for you to buy. As you can see, we're wicked into his box 1, 2, 3 times. So there's a good chance if you're looking to fill some orders, you could fill some orders on this weekly support level at 17 cent at some point. I'm not gonna, I'll get rid of that box there. I'm not gonna do any more analysis on that because that is still valid from a video that I did a few weeks ago. Sorry, a few days ago. I think it was last Friday or something like that. We have been up to, where's my first target? First target there is 30 cent. I think that will happen at some stage. If you look what happened here though, we did pop up on 6th of January, popped up, consolidated. Now we've popped up again. We are consolidating, ready for the next move in my opinion. I do think that we will consolidate for another week possibly, and then I'm looking for it to break out and target 30 cent. Please look into COTI, COTI. There we go. Let's get rid of this previous TA. 4 hour time frame. This has been on an absolute monster move as well. So look at weekly time frame. Not got much data there, to be honest. I've been on a solid uptrend, so I'll get rid of that. Where have I got data from? I've got data, yeah, a year's worth of data nearly there. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. We have had a bit of a rollover here at 13 cent. Pretty much peaked up to there and we rejected off it a little bit. I mean, very, very close to 13 cent. 12.9 cent we hit. And we have started to retrace. Let's have a look at this entire move though. Are you looking to invest? If you are looking to invest, then you would always target this area. I think 10 cent. That could be a nice area for it to fill some orders. Could be, so that's 10 cent on the nose. I think it's a nice round number. It will be a psychological area of support too. So the chances are you could come down there, but I can't see it going any lower, to be honest. Have you ever looked at Rubik? I've not, mate, no. Reef, I've already covered Reef. Please look into Voyager, I've also just covered that. I'll just show you the USDT pair. I just said I don't think we're going to lose this level, to be honest, at $2.46. If we do lose this level, you got potential buy zones on the 618 level at $1.87. I think that could be a good area to potentially buy there. I've already done ADA. Where do you see Synthetix go? Let's have a look at it. What? Can't even spell it. Synthetix. No idea. What's the ticker for Synthetix? I'll have a look at UTK in the meantime. If you let me know in comments what it is, and I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at Luna as well in a minute, because that's been absolutely flying. SNX. There we go. I'll look at that in a second. Synthetix is quite interesting because I didn't get into that one, but I've actually bought Sparta, which is Binance Chain's version of it. That's a Synthetix chain as well. So I've bought some Sparta and that's doing well. I'll have a look at that in a minute actually. So UTK, let's have a quick look at this, get rid of some of that TA. It's looking good. I mean, we have rejected off this area of resistance at 35 cent. But if you're looking to buy 618 level, look at that. That is a 618 retracement to a T. So the chances are we are not going to go any lower than that, to be honest. So chances are it might come down and retest it at 30 cent, but I mean, it's looking like it's going to push up now, to be honest. So SNX, let's have a look at that. That's a one, SNX. $25.23. If you look on weekly time frame, that's just gone absolutely vertical, hasn't it? How long have we got data wise? We've got July last year. So have a look from the bottom up to the top. Pretty much nearly close to 1,000% rise, so that's absolutely massive. That's a 10x on that. Let's have a look at the lower time frames. So I presume this is the all-time highs at 27.70, is it? Yeah, so that's the all-time highs it's been creating. We have rejected slightly off the area. You could say we've got a double top here. If you're looking to invest from these levels down to there, up to the top, we have done a 30% retracement. So the chances are we may not go any lower than that. It's looking like it's held strong, to be honest, during that dump up that we've had. But I mean, you could potentially place some orders down at $21 if the market does turn a bit shitty. But that could be a good level to buy down there. But I would buy at these levels really, $23.96. One thing I want to have a look at. Are you an XRP holder? I have got some, not many though. I prefer different projects, to be honest. What am I looking at? Sparta. So this is a project I've bought. When did I buy it? I think I bought it around these prices. This was a setup I had in a previous video that I suggested we was going to do a 61% retracement. We did, and we popped back up. So we can get rid of that TA now because that is no longer valid. Get rid of that as well. We're on quite a big retracement here. So if we put into a daily time frame, we'll take this as a start of a move. Let's have a look how far we've retraced. Nearly a 61% retracement. Very, very close. Let's put it right on. So you could say we have to be honest. I think that is the end of that dump. That dump is now over, and that's going to start pushing on. If you did manage to fill some orders there, it is in against Binance Coin, so the prices are a bit dodgy. What's that? 8,018 BSC or BNB, whatever you want to call it. But I think that's going to start pushing on now. First target was breaking above 1351. Reef is getting its own Polkadot parachain. It is. Lizzie, did you do ADA or VGX? I have done them both. I'll show you the setups what I've posted. ADA. Let's drop right into a 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, this was the start of a move here, and that's the top of a move. So I'm looking for potential buys at 382 level at 77 cent. I think they could be good areas to fill. And if the market does turn a little bit sour, we've got 69 cent, but it's looking bullish. If you zoom right out, that is an absolute astonishing uptrend. Things are looking good on ADA. I don't hold any Cardano, to be honest. I just prefer different projects, but I mean, some of the gains there have been absolutely class. That's up 20% today alone, and that's with a drop. So I would potentially look at placing some buy orders at 77 cent. The first major target, though, I mean, this Fibonacci extension is very, very close to it. It is $1. We could reject off that area. We'll just place it above it. These Fibonacci extensions, I mean, negative are quite good. If you put a Fibonacci on normally and enter the values minus 0.27 and minus 618, really give you some good targets to go for, to be honest. $1 will be where people will have a lot of sell orders. If you're looking to accumulate, it might be better off selling some at about 98 cent. But then again, we could just absolutely fly through it and start smashing up towards all-time highs at 140. So that's ADA. And BQX. What did we say here? So Voyager. We are consolidating. We had a really good consolidation around this 382 level. If we do lose this level, then we're coming down to $1.87. But we just need to monitor the price. We could bang at any time. You could say this is a accumulation area, so people could be accumulating now. Whales could be holding the price down, accumulating as much as they can around $2.40 level, and then once they've accumulated as much as they want, they will release the resistance levels, and it could bang up. And that's the first target for me at $4. I think we will push it there over the course of the next month or so. This has been up to $10 before, so the all-time high is way up there. Still a fair old chunk away, but that's some analysis for Voyager. E-Gold, let's have a look. EGLD. Elrond. A lot of charts look like this. Absolutely astonishing. What's this 4-hour time frame? So let's look at some buy zones. 61% retracement. I mean, that happens all the time at $162. That could be a good potential buy zone. I think we could still come down there at 162. Things are looking good though. You've got to pretty much, I think breaking a daily candle above 200 bucks will be, so where have we been on this 4 hours? Let's look at daily. Yeah, we've not quite closed a daily candle above 200 bucks yet. We have rejected out of that area a few times. So the next target is to try and close a daily candle above 200 bucks. I think once we do, things are going to start looking good there. But potential buy zones there at $162. If you are new into this chat room, please make sure you are smashing that like button. Let's have a look at some other projects in here. API free. I think I've done some analysis on that before. Where is it? There we go. I'll do API free and then I'll do Luna. I've seen a few people mentioning Luna. Let's get rid of that TA. What's this red line I've got in here? Is that the first target? I think it must be. So API free. I'm going to have to drop right down into an hourly time frame for this. Let's have a look at some buy zones here. We've done a 61% retracement, so you could say that is over with now. So you would have to actually look at this move here. So we take the top to the bottom. So if you're looking for buy zones on API free, then you could potentially target $5.25. The 382 level would have been a good buy area, but we have bounced down that and we've popped back up. So $5.40 and $5.25 could be two good areas for you to potentially buy. Luna. So I've not looked at Luna before. Let's have a look at Luna, what's going on. It's on Binance. I think it's been flying recently. Not today, down 4%. But let's just have a look at some stats on Luna first. Oh, wrong one. Is that the right one? 617. I think that's the right one, isn't it? Yeah, that's the right one. So let's have a look at this Luna. We have on Binance, so Binance is getting pretty much most of the volume. Let's have a quick look at the all-time highs. That was 736 a day ago, so we are close to those all-time highs. We are starting to retrace a little bit here. This is an hourly time frame. You could look at a 4-hour time frame, but to be honest, you can't analyze that, to be honest. So let's look at a 1 hour. We have done quite a big retracement. I mean, what did we wick up to here? I'll tell you what, I'll ignore that wick. I think that's showing us the all-time highs there, 734. So we use this as a starter move here to the top. We've done a 61% retracement already, so 580. We could come back down to test this level, so 580 could be a big level to buy in. First major area on this is breaking above $10. I think $10 can happen. What will the supply on Luna? It's less than 1 billion, so I mean, there's only 477 million in supply in circulation, so this could absolutely moon, to be honest. Things are looking good. I don't know about projects, so I can't do any analysis on that. Just join. What do you think of Unify? I've never looked at it or never even heard of it, to be honest. KNC. Let's have a look at KNC. I used to hold some KNC ages ago. Kyber Network. On a monster move today, right? Isn't it? That's how it's this hourly time frame. Let's look on the daily. I presume this is creating new highs. Here's according to the Binance chart. It's looking good, to be honest. That candle is absolutely flying. Chris, we're watching it pump as we speak. $2.33. Well, I presume that's the all-time highs there. If we do break above that area there, it's just rejected off it now. See if we reject off it again, but it's looking like it's coming up to test those levels, so we're going to either reject or absolutely plow through it. But let's have a look at some places you could get to invest. 38% retracement level is a potential good area you could get there, so if you're looking to buy some, if it does reject off this area, $1.88 could be a good level to potentially buy in. What do you say about ON? I've just done some price analysis on ON actually. Are there any English projects that you're bullish on? Well, Gavin Wood, he's the boss of Polkadot. He's from Lancaster. If you ever go into Polkadot's YouTube and watch the video with Gavin Wood, it makes him all bullish that he's even closer to home. So I'm currently living in Preston, so he's just up the road from me. I think he lives in Berlin or something like that now, but it's solid. What do you think of Cello? I've not even looked at it, to be honest. Yes, I've done some analysis on XLM. I'll probably have a look at 2 more projects, and then I'll wrap this stream up. If you had to select a project, would it be Atom or Polkadot by a mile? Polkadot's one of my favourite projects. Like I say, with Gavin Wood in charge, and it is worth noting that Gavin Wood was a co-founder of Ethereum too. Let's just have a quick look at Polkadot. Actually, we've not looked at this for a while. As you can see, we are creating all-time highs at 24.80. Yeah, let's just drop right down to 4 hour. If you're looking to get orders from Polkadot, you have not done already. If we do dump, we have some massive weekly support down at $16, but I can't see us getting there, to be honest. So you would expect some buys to get filled at $20.94 if you are looking to get orders. So, have you had a look at VET? Yes, I have. VeChain is one of my favourite projects. I'll take a look at one more project and then I'll wrap it up. So I'll take a look at eVido. No, I won't, because that time frame's crap. Will that? So eVido is one of my favourite projects. It is starting to dump here, to be honest, but if you're looking to get some buy orders here, this is in wrapped ether, so if 86,000 you could pick some up there, I think that could be a good level to potentially target there. So I think that's going to do it for today's stream. I try to do a stream a couple of times a week, so I do suggest, if you're not in my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops, then I'll tell you what, I'll drop it in now. I'll find the link. We'll put the link for that in there. This is the link for my Telegram channel. If you are not in it, then join. You can ask me any questions in there that I've not managed to get to during the stream. So that's going to do it for today's video. Please make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already, and that you do hit that like button. And that's going to do it for today's stream. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.